Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, May 24th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am mindful of my evolution. And today we've got Venus shifting into Gemini. I didn't actually look and see what time this was happening at. Venus is shifting into Gemini at 2:44 a.m. So we're waking up with a whole new Venus. And Venus in Gemini, the first thing that comes, Gemini, is the sign of the mind, the sign of communication. And Venus is the sign of love and pleasure. So this is going to be a time where we embrace the pleasures of the mind. It kind of comes to mind that Venus in Gemini kind of has that sapiosexual vibe. And so it's going to be a time of flirty and fun communications. Gemini has its two parts, so that could go either way with this energy. But really, I think having fun connections, having fun conversations, they may not go completely deep. Although, with the twins of Gemini, there's always that possibility. And then exploring the pleasures of your world through understanding them with the mind, which is such a great lesson as we are working on our perspective and recognizing perspective is so linked with the mind that we can just shift our perspective with just a shift of how we're looking at what we're looking at, just a shift of the mind. Like, how can I see the beauty? How can I see the fun? How can I see the good? How is this helping me? So Venus in Gemini is going to be a great time for that. And our first connection with Venus in Gemini is actually one with Mars retrograde in Sagittarius. So they're opposite each other, which can be a tug of war, or it can be a way of bringing polarities together. And I love this is happening at 0 degrees, which is the degree of transformation. It's a degree of wholeness. And so this connection between Venus newly in Gemini and Mars in Sagittarius is asking us to expand our mind like a circle to what's showing up for us, what's showing up for us around our desires, how we perceive what our desires are. Can you open your mind? Can you get curious? Gemini energy and Sagittarius energy both love to learn and are focused on knowledge and, expanding horizons. So use this energy. It doesn't have to be that tug of war, especially if you are focused on that energy of like, I want to open. I'm going to be curious about life. And I have to say that as I was writing about Venus opposite Mars, the song Come Together came into my head. Come together in your masculine and your femininity. Masculine energy has kind of that emphasis on the knowledge side of things, where Venus kind of tunes into the inherent knowing, the feeling of things. And when you bring them together, you get a whole picture in a whole new way. So, you can polarize this. You may feel that tug of war within you between, what you feel and what you know. Or you can come together in that and be like, how can I work together in this energy? How can I perceive this energy coming together? And what's cool about this day as well is that we are in our first evolution day of Sun in Gemini. So this is a perfect time to evolve our mindfulness to include the feelings in our body, the deeper inner knowings, those deeper whispers. It's also cool because the astro all works together like this, that we're building to this connection, this exact square between Jupiter and Saturn at 13 degrees. So evolution degree. And Jupiter in Virgo is tuning us into our body. And Saturn retrograde in Sagittarius is helping us review old beliefs, this old knowledge that's been maybe holding us back from fully embodying what it means to be present in the body. Because this is a big process for us humans right now, getting in the body and being present with the messages that are coming through this big antenna that's taking in all the information that's around us at all times. It's like, oh, it's cold, but beyond it's cold that it's taking in, it's like, I feel that person's energy, and I feel that person's energy, and I feel this person's energy, and I feel the energy in this place that we're at on the earth, and I feel this person in their mind, and there's so much going on, and every cell in your body is taking it in and sending you those messages. So we're really working together with this energy. Besides this, we also have the moon in Capricorn. And my favorite energy of Capricorn to work with is recognizing that Capricorn energy just wants us to show up in our purpose, show up for ourselves. So the moon in Capricorn is helping us show up for this expansion, for this revolution, evolution, for seeing pleasures with our mind, or experiencing pleasures with our mind, and opening our mind to the fact that, oh, maybe this is something that could bring pleasure. It's something that I've avoided in the past. What's popping up for me is, like, sometimes we're like, this is my kind of music, and this is the only kind of music that I'm going to listen to. And then you kind of, like, your friends start talking like, oh, I just really like this song. I just really like it. You're like, no, I don't listen to that kind of music. She's like, just listen. You might like it. And then suddenly you listen, and it opens a whole new world. I was that person a long time ago. I was the person who was like, I don't want to listen to that song. This is my kind of music. And then I opened up the world, and now I listen to, like, almost everything. So, pay attention to where you're being asked to open, because it's here to expand, and explain your pleasure in new ways. The final thing that I want to mention today is we have the moon connecting to Neptune, 11 degrees. So, we've got 0 degrees today, 11 degrees today, and 13 degrees today, and 4 degrees today. So we've got a lot of shift, a lot of mastery in the numbers, because those are all numbers that I look for when I'm looking at somebody's chart. So moon connecting to Neptune. Show up for your dreams. Show up for your imagination. Your imagination may be trying to show some things to you, and maybe working on expanding your pleasure. I pulled some great cards for today. I'm going to start with the not as great ones because they're great the way they are. I pulled exhaustion in reverse and fighting in reverse. And so this is like, let these things go. If you feel the fighting come up between the revolution, evolution, and between, this mutable cross that we're working with, the mutable square, Jupiter, Saturn coming up, it's saying let those things go. Just for today, let it go. And instead, focus on the energy of play. Get into that fun energy of Venus in Gemini. Let it help you expand. Here's the flowering card. We're expanding. And here's the breakthrough. So my hope is that today, instead of like the revolution, evolution energy that's usually kind of like tough on us, instead you're going to expand your mind, expand your horizons. You're going to find the pleasure in these triggers that come up with revolution, evolution. And you're going to play with this energy. And this is going to be breakthrough, expansion, and playfulness for you. So, beautiful day. Cool astro. Still have my 30 for 30 reading going on. I'm loving connecting with you. Thank you to everybody who's purchased one. It really means a lot to me. So book a reading if you haven't yet, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.